Hello folks, how are we doing Taverners? My name is Key, welcome back to the Matchday Tavern for the Canucks, Les Rouges, against the Atlas Lions. We have got a very big very first round of 16 World Cup knockout. Jesse Marsch's Canada, Mohamed Ouahbi's Morocco, the AFCON champions, kind of. And one of the three hosts who are all still in the tournament. They're all still bidding for a place in the quarterfinals. Will we see the exit of one of the hosts tonight? I don't know. Morocco, listen, most people would back Morocco here. I think most people have in the chat, looking at the poll. Most people have gone for a Morocco win. Guess it remains to be seen. Can Canada do something pretty special? Can they turn up? They certainly didn't in the last game. It took them a very late goal to get them through to the next round. Last minute winner, wasn't it? So, remains to be seen, but it should be a fascinating game. Before we get stuck into the game, do want to give a very big shout out to our friends, my friends and yours, Oxford Natural, who continue to sponsor the Matchday Tavern throughout our World Cup journey. And I'm going to ask you to give them some love, to show them some love. Maybe go and give them a follow on socials as much as anything else. Go and check out their link, which is in the description. You can also scan the QR code, which is down below. And Oxford Natural are continuing to get great results for people all over the world, all over the UK, and particularly within the football community. People like Robbie from AFTV that you're seeing right there. They've helped him. They've helped Ballon d'Or winner Michael Owen. They've helped KG. They're helping Blades Ramble at the minute. There's a few people who you'll all know that will they've helped get fantastic results. And you know, if you do want to go and start your health journey, if you are looking to make some positive changes, then you could do a whole lot worse than going checking out Oxford Natural's Optimum Day and Night supplements. Optimum Day helping you stay focused, stay energetic, and helping you with those cravings throughout the day. And Optimum Night is for helping you with your sleep, helping you to rest, reset, and recover. For 70% off your first order, go and click the link below. And a big thank you to Oxford Natural. And with that said, let's get on with our very first round of 16 game. Get your predictions in the chat. I want to hear from you. What are we saying, folks? It's all pointing to a Morocco win, isn't it? But then again, that's just when we've seen some magic happen. Have we got everyone in the chat? Aftab, good to see you. Hiller, City of Northville, 3-star, lovely to see you, Sarah. Neil, how's it going? Don't forget to hit the like button. Cheers, man. Stephen, how's it going? Lil Philly, evening tavern folk. How's it going, Matty? Lots of lovely people in the chat. Lots of good football fans who know the footy. Know their onions when it comes to the footy, the togger. Okay. Let's go through the lineups because we are very close to kick-off. Michael Oliver's the ref. He is indeed. Canada play a dangerous style against Morocco's disciplined, dangerous counter. Those over-the-top balls Canada play won't work well here. I mean, Canada have, maybe not, I'm not so sure about throughout the tournament because they've mixed things up a little bit. Mixed things up with Jesse Marsch during the tournament. But they've tended to go 4-4-2. They've tended to be quite direct, I guess, quite aggressive. Very comfortable without the ball, and they're probably going to have to be used to being without the ball, I would imagine, tonight. But yeah, they've played very I would say very direct, Canada. 4-4-2, like I said. So they've gone with Crepeau in goal. Ali Johnston from Celtic at right back. De Fougerolles, Bombito and Larea complete the back four. Tejan Buchanan, Sigurd, Ahmed and the match winner from the last game, Captain Stephen Eustachio. And then it's the front two of Oluwaseyi, Tanitolua, Oluwaseyi, the Villarreal centre forward. Joined Villarreal from Minnesota last summer. He starts up front alongside Juventus striker Jonathan David. For Morocco, they're a little bit more, as you say, counter-pressing, setting traps. They've gone for a 4-2-3-1. Bono in goal, Mazraoui on the left, Halal and Diop at the centre, Hakimi off the right, the captain. El Ainawi and Bouadi at the back. Those two sitting just in front of the defence are really, really impressive. I've liked watching El Ainawi. He's playing for Roma these days. Then you've got El Kanous, Unahi and Brahim Diaz, Real Madrid's Brahim Diaz off the right. And new Bayern Munich centre forward. He's yet to play for Bayern, only signed for them this summer for a whopping 50 million euros from PSV. Is Ismail Saibari. Saibari, who has had a very good World Cup. Scored against Scotland, scored against Haiti. Scored against Brazil, didn't he? Yeah, scored in 3 games running before the Brazil match. Sorry, before the Netherlands match. And he did score a penalty in that game, didn't he? Rooting for Canada, says Hiller. George says, evening everyone, how you going? Scouse, so much different sport on today that I love. Let's watch some footy now with Key in the Tavern. Hey, we're so back. What are we saying on TikTok? How's it going? Ethan, hello. Good to see you, Ethan. Key, what was the reaction to the second Cape Verde goal last night? Oh, mad. What a finish that was, by the way. What a finish. How's it going, Riley? Oh, Alex, you're boring, mate. You're boring. Same comment every live. You're boring. Mix it up at least, for the love of God. How's it going, Stephen? Will says at 2-2, I genuinely thought they were going to do it. Alex, you're funny on Fan Reaction TV. I have nothing to do with Fan Reaction TV, mate. I'm funny full time. You're wrong. You're wrong when you say you're funny on Fan Reaction TV. No, I am just funny, full stop. I'm funny. I'm funny right now. It ain't going to be on Fan Reaction TV. Funny looking. Oh, you've hit me where it hurts. Oh, I'm going to cry now. I think Alex fancies UK. That's the only plausible explanation, isn't it, at this point? Comes in every game, says the same shit. Stephen, have you got the away Argentina kit? I'm not a fucking clothing shop, mate. I'm not Sports Direct. I know I might have fooled you with this behind, but you know, no, I'm not a sports shop. How's it going, Shahid? It's horrible, by the way. Is it the blue or the dark blue one? One that looks like... I quite like it, actually. I think I know the one you're on about. How's it going, Ibra? Key, do you have the 1901 England top? Yeah, I've got it. I've got it in medium men's. Yeah, do you want it? Is that what you're after? Alex, did your mother huff paint? By the industrial gallon. I thought you were Mike Ashley. No. I've just got a thing for big mugs. After I want Morocco to get destroyed, Key. You know why? Go on, enlighten me. Why? Why do you want Morocco destroyed? You're sounding like bloody Gru. I mean, I know I look like Gru, but you're sounding like Gru. I want them destroyed. That wasn't anything like Gru at all, was it? That was a dreadful impression. Alright, I'm not the best at Gru impressions. Just looking like him, not sounding like him. Jepek Ofod. How does it feel to celebrate England set pieces when you were hating on Arsenal all season? I don't understand how those two things are related. Those two things aren't quite related, are they? How's it going, Tolga? Aftab says, obviously, Key, Morocco rigging it in the AFCON final. They didn't rig it, mate. They just bloody whinged and whinged and whinged until someone went, oh, all right, fair enough then. Yeah, we'll give you the AFCON because you kind of whinged that much. That's usually what happens. There's an expression that you should listen to, and it matters an awful lot in life. I've learned this in life. It's the most apt thing. The squeaky wheel gets the grease. Believe me, that's a very important phrase in life. The squeaky wheel gets the grease. And believe me, it does. Will says, reckon we'll see any of the Cape Verde players get any big moves this summer? I mean, to be honest, mate, I couldn't tell you where half of them are. I know Cabral. Cabral used to play for Sport, and he's now at... is he at Portimonense or Moreirense or somewhere like that? He's in like lower leagues or lower level Portuguese team. But I don't know where the rest of them are. Jepeko Fod, Delulu. What's Delulu? Come on, you've got to learn to articulate your point a bit better. Neil says, that isn't what happened, Kies, because if not, then United would win the Prem every season. Or United love a whinge as well, don't they? If there was a Premier League title for whinging, Bruno Fernandes would be the champion every year. Lopez from Shamrock to the Ev. I'd actually improve Everton's centre-back options. Good ball in, punched away by Bonu. Liverpool. Oh my God. Canada in, must be. Oh, how's he managed to do that? Why has he let that run across his body? That was a huge moment, that. Absolutely massive moment. Canada really should have scored. Lovely ball in. Oh, it's a fabulous header down. Oh, he's got to do better. I'm sorry. That's incredibly poor. Oluwaseyi. Is it Oluwaseyi or is that David? It's David. It's even worse. It's the best player. Jonathan David on his left foot. All he's got to do is hit the target. Absolutely shocking. Do-angle. It's how the kids say delusional. Too many syllables. Yeah, heaven forbid. TikTok brain taken over. Rob says Lopez Cabral moved to Trabzonspor. Oh, well, that's where all the best players are going. Oh, Nana's there now, isn't he? How's it going, Rachel? Barsky, don't take this the wrong way, but I think there should be a BMI limit for football influencers. Fair enough. I wouldn't take that the wrong way at all. I think you're right, actually. That's very fair. Adam says, Key, I'm confused. Help me out. Canada, host nation. Playing in Canada. Why are they not in home national colours? Don't know, maybe the FIFA just thought black and white was easier to see than red and white. Good header. Oh, lucky. Good ball in. Bonu comes out and gets a good clearance on it. Back out to Eustachio. Lovely ball. Back to Ali Johnston. Better. Neil says Lopez Cabral has gone from one of the best goalkeepers in the world to maybe the worst. Canada started the game really well here. 8 minutes in, I actually thought Morocco would be, on top and flying, but no, it's quite the opposite. Rachel, it's 3 a.m. where I live. Well, if you fancy watching the game, by all means do so. If you fancy going to bed, maybe get up and watch the later game. Could maybe watch the later game. Canada-Morocco should be a... I would imagine France-Paraguay will have more goals in it. But Canada have started really well, Rob says, didn't know Houston was in Canada. I was going to say, I didn't think it was in Canada. Hey up, Jimmy. Will says, think I'm the only Englishman happy with England being at 1 a.m. I'm working Sunday night. I'm fine with it. I'm good. Barsky, what's your thoughts on the Canada kit, sir? I don't know, mate. I'd say it's a nice kit. It's a nice kit, yeah. What do you think about it? Think there should be a limitation on number of, shit kits you're allowed? Divides opinion, I think it's a beauty. Fair enough. Sarah, Rob, it should be in Canada like the Mexico game. Do England beat Mexico? Not for me, Jimmy. No, I can't see it. I think England are going out. And it's nothing to do with the altitude or whatever. I think that all that bullshit's overplayed. I don't think it's anything to do with the altitude. I just think Mexico are a better side. They're a better side, and England have been, not been brilliant this tournament at all. Callum, what's your top three favourite international teams? Mine's England, Belgium, France. Mine would be Guinea-Bissau, Palau, and British Virgin Islands. Sal Shep says, Key, what do you think of my club's shocking transfer window so far? Don't know who your club is, mate. George, I think England's best chance will be scoring early or penalties. England's best chance to be scoring early. It's probably a fair shout. Mexico will have England slathered on corn. No, none taken, mate. No offence taken. I'm cool with it. I have no issue with England going out. I don't want them to go out. I'm not like an England hater. I just don't have any real affinity with them. So if they go out, if they go through, great. Big chance. What a turn. Oh, big save from Bonu. I tell you what, Canada have missed some chances here already, haven't they? Opening 10 minutes, Canada have missed 2 sitters. I can't believe this is a bad start for Morocco. Scouse, 15-year-old lad that plays in India cricket team. He's different gravy and so young, it's mad. Oh, there's a wonder kid in the Indian cricket team. Fair enough. Can't say I follow cricket, but nice, good. Well, that's great. Fantastic for the young man. Good luck to him. 15 and already playing international cricket. Good lad. Jesse Marsch, not happy. Jonathan David as well. It's always been him that the chances have fallen to. It's exactly as you'd have wanted if you're a Canuck. You'd have been hoping that this is a great chance. Morocco, this is a fabulous run, but excellent defending. I think it was Moish Bambito who gets across. Excellent defending. They have got a bit of recovery pace at the back there, haven't they? Here's Jonathan David driving forward. Buwadi can't keep up with him. Great football this. This is a fabulous start to this game. End to end. Go on, lad. Three-star, with it being the 4th of July. Oh, yeah, it is. 4th of July, by the way. Many happy returns to our many American watchers. Lots of love. Happy Independence Day. I don't know what the phrase is, or, you know, greetings. Whatever. Enjoy. Maybe watch Independence Day. Is that like a tradition? Maybe they watch Independence Day on Independence Day. Very good film. Will Smith, Jeff Goldblum, and Randy Quaid saving the world from aliens. They say only the good die young. Happy 250. Oh, it is 250 years as well, isn't it? Where does the time go? Oh, hey. Unbelievable. Better from Morocco. Now on a counter. Rob says Canada would have played at home, but they didn't win their group like Mexico did. And Salship says, I'm a United supporter, Key. How shocking we are in every window, not just this one. Glazers and Sir Jim have killed my once great club. How old are you, mate? How old are you? Because you're saying the Glazers have killed United. I mean, United have been under Glazer rule for about, what, 20 years? And they've won an awful lot in that time. So I'm not sure about they've killed the great club. They've just saddled you with a load of debt. And I don't think the issue for Man United has been the Glazers. The Glazers, they always get protested against the Glazers, but United they've spent a fortune and they've won loads while the Glazers have been in charge. All the stuff that fans actually care about. Yeah, 37. Okay, so you're basically you're a bit older than me, but you know, you're broadly my age. You'll have seen them before the Glazers, but even the Glazers, United have won multiple titles under the Glazers. Midstopia, happy You're Not British Day to the US of A. Yeah. I like to look at it the other way around. We gained our independence from you. Didn't mean that in any way. You know, just trying to be funny. James Bonser, couscous is rubbish. Yeah, I'm not a lover of... Is it couscous or couscous? How do you say it? I've never had it. Shahid says, that's a great film, Key. Independence Day. Bill Pullman played the president. Yeah, Bill Pullman. God rest his soul. Callum says they gained independence from stealing land. Most of them people are European celebrating. Well, I know, but to be fair, mate, that's kind of what all... England is, you know, there's Vikings, UK. Like, if you go back far enough, every land is stolen from someone. Every single piece of land is stolen from someone, if you want to go far back enough. We call it zesty rice here. Zesty rice. Is it zesty? Is it fruity? Is there like lemon juice or whatever on it? Either or, but Morocco are pants in this game so far, getting slapped about by these bacon and waffle. Why is it bacon and waffle? Surely it's poutine. I did watch Cape Verde last night. Great result for Argentina in the end, but I'm not sure if you'd be gutted if you were Cape Verde or not, because they gave a really good account of themselves. I don't think anyone gave them a chance of scoring. Bill Pullman's still alive, Key? No, he's not. The guy who played the president. Sure, he's died. Who am I thinking of then? Who am I thinking of? Oh, he is as well. Who's... That's a silly question. Who's dead? Loads of them. Loads of people, mate. Here's Morocco. That's properly pecked my head. Who the pissing hell am I thinking of who's died? Looks like Bill Pullman. Do you know who I'm thinking of? Bill Paxton. It's Bill Paxton. Yeah, Bill Paxton. That's the one. Said it with such confidence as well. Well, yeah. I mean, God rest the soul of Bill Pullman. You know, wherever he is. But Putin is Russian, ain't he? Not Putin. Poutine. You gotta say it with a little Quebecian twang on it. Bill Paxton. Yeah, he is. Bill Paxton is dead. I never thought I'd be shouting that with real authority at the camera. He is. Bill Paxton has died. It's nearly 10 years ago as well. Poor fella. A very, very, very good actor. Eustachio with the corner. Come on. Is Elvis dead, Key? Not according to Scouting for Girls. Canada with a header. Morocco clearing away again. How do you rate a mint cornetto, Key? I've never had one, Jimmy. Believe it or not. You wouldn't think it to look at me. You know, the athlete that I am. But no, I'm not. Honestly, I've never had a mint cornetto. I've never had a cornetto, full stop. Not really my thing. Anything with like a wafer. Not a lover of a wafer. Whenever people used to get 99s and stuff like that, I'd deck the ice cream, lob the cone. Yeah, not interested in the cone. Not interested in the flake either with the 99. Pete Greenall says, what's Canada's national dish, Key? You've probably done it, but I missed it. It's poutine. Poutine is Canada's national dish. It's basically cheesy chips with gravy on. Jeremy Munger has chosen Manchester City over Arsenal. Have you seen that? Breaking news. Arsenal have been in for this young man from Leicester for ages and ages and ages. City come in. Done. Boxed off. He's gone to City. Are you not thinking of the dad from Home Alone? Well, he also does look a little bit like Bill Pullman and Bill Paxton. And he is dead. Yes, I know he is. City of Northville, so they're just going to keep violating FFP, aren't they? Probably, I would imagine. They sell him on in years to come. Paul Joyce, 12.5 million. Manchester City for Jeremy Munger. $12.5 million for him's still a lot of money, I think. He didn't do an awful lot at Leicester. It's just maybe the fact that he's so young and has played top level football usually gets people interested. Hey up Chesney, how's it going, mate? Good to see you. Cheesy chips is better without gravy. I think, to be fair, I'm probably underselling poutine by calling it cheesy chips with gravy. It's not cheese, like squirty cheese or melted like chippy cheese. It's like cheese curds, I think. It's like chewy cheese, like halloumi, like chips with halloumi and then a beef gravy dribbled over the top. Morocco's national dish is tagine. Tagine, a slow-cooked stew of meat, fruit and spices. Named after the cone-liddled clay pot that it is made in. And they ate couscous on a Friday. City of Northville, they just buy him to see what sticks, loan him out, forget he exists till he demands a move. The old Jack Rodwell approach. I've never had tagine. National dishes would be a fun half-time quiz. I mean, we could do that if you want. I've got them all. I've got every single national dish from the entire tournament. We did do this in every game we've done so far. We've talked about each national dish. Couscous is horrible. Isn't it just... Is it not just like... lentils? Is that not all it is? think I'd rather take doner meat and cheesy chips with some ketchup. Ugh. Can't touch that. I think doner meat, once you hit like 30, the idea of having doner meat is game over. You can't have doner meat past 30 years of age. You just can't have doner meat anymore. Doner meat is not even 30. I'd say maybe even 25. Once you get past 25, you'll find that doner meat comes with a price. It really does. If you want to feel crap for days. Saibari taken off. Yeah, Saibari's gone off for Morocco to be replaced by Soufiane Rahimi, who plays for Al Ain in the United Arab Emirates. Kieran, I can bet you haven't talked about the Uzbek national dish, mate. We have indeed, yeah. We have. We've talked about every single national dish because we've covered every single team in the tournament. City of Northville, it's like if you thought rice had too much flavour and was too huge for your bird teeth, so you cut the size in half and made it taste like microplastic. James, Mr. Stream yesterday, do you feel Argentina are getting away with fouls and getting favourable decisions by the officials so far in this tournament, Key? Well, what do we think? We've got the hydration break here now. The game's kind of settled down a little bit. What are we saying? Do we think Argentina are getting away with a little bit more? I think they dove a little bit more. I'm not sure about fouls. I mean, I guess there's some people who've argued that Balogun got sent off for basically what Messi did. And that there's... they waited, didn't they, for Tagliafico to come back on the pitch. Didn't he have to go off with like a head injury and he had to change his shirt and there was a set piece being taken by Cape Verde? Cape Verde were like, right, come on, let's get playing. And the ref was like, no, wait. He's going to change his shirt and come back on. Normally, that would have been, you've got to go off, you've got to leave the pitch for treatment. You can come back on in a couple of minutes. There's other people in this tournament who've been made to wait a couple of minutes to come back on. So, maybe just not quite aligned how it's all been refereed. Andy agreed, Key, about doner meat. Well, there's been a big doner meat scandal, hasn't there? Again, I'm not, don't want to kind of veer off on this, but while we've got a hydration break, it's been a big doner meat scandal in the UK. The biggest provider of doner meat, apparently like 80% of all doner meat in the UK, is actually not what people thought it was. And to be fair, I think we all would have known that. We just don't want to know about it. We don't want to talk about it. Everyone knows, but it's kind of made up of like skin and, yeah, just grim things. Stuff scraped off the bottom of a butcher's floor kind of stuff. Not nice. But yeah, they've they listed it, but there's been a big thing and they've listed it as like 100% lamb or lamb and chicken sheesh, whatever. And yeah, it's not that. It's really not that. Tastes good though. Well, it might do. It might do, but it definitely comes with a price, I promise you. Neil says this was Uzbekistan's national dish, plov. If I remembered correctly. It is, yes, plov. P-L-O-V. Clip says, sure, look at all the bread you eat. Read them ingredients. Don't eat bread. Yeah, don't touch bread. I agree, though. Bread is full of junk. James says, I think the golden boy is being protected. He should have been off in the first game for studs down the back of the leg. But to risk having him not near the latter stages means huge revenues missed. Again, yeah, that's, maybe we're seeing a little bit of that. Wouldn't be that surprising to learn that there's a little bit of favourable officiating going on to try and ensure that particular teams get through. Wouldn't surprise me, actually, if we saw Canada, Mexico and the US, the three hosts, inexplicably make the last 8, maybe even the last 4. Bloody hell, who knows? Adidas being the official sponsor and Messi Argentina being the main sponsors, bar Germany, of course. Well, yeah, Germany got seen off, didn't they? Elspeth Winnie, hi from America. How's it going? Hey up, Joe. We're 250 now. Yeah, look at you guys. The ripe old age of 250. Consume every part of the horse so you can truly be wild and free. Snooter to tutor. None of it gets wasted. Been out drinking today, so feeling a bit tipsy. Waiting for my Indian. Hey, we've just been talking about an Indian. There's a 15-year-old lad who's just starting for India's cricket team. Breaking records. Who's your Indian? What's his name? And how's he getting to your house? Elspeth, back in my day, we had no potholes. Was it horse and cart back then? When's the Diamond announcement? I would imagine probably after the World Cup finishes, because most players are now going on holiday, so transfers are kind of slowing down a little bit for the next week or two, I would imagine. Players that have already exited the tournament anyway. By the way, Salah is fab on Egypt. Like, it wasn't great yesterday. Salah didn't touch the ball yesterday, really. Adam says, Key, let's be honest, if we could see how everything was made, we'd all be thin. Maybe. Matty, Key, have you been watching cricket? No, absolutely not. No interest in cricket at all. Don't know anything about it. I can maybe tell you some of the good teams, but that's about it. How's it going, Gabriel? Jimmy says, can't exactly say you avoid food, Key. I didn't claim that I did. Mr. Al-Shamari, I really don't see why people underrate his Canada team. I think they are even more composed than Morocco. I've got them to win this. I mean, they've probably been the better side so far, and obviously Morocco have just lost Saibari. To be honest, the game started really well. Opening 10 minutes, I thought it was a fascinating game. Bit end-to-end, plenty of chances. Last 20, it's kind of died down. And again, the hydration break, unsurprisingly, has kind of stunted things a little bit. Looking positive on Manzambi, but I'm not getting excited yet because it's the Munoz. It's got the Munoz vibe about it. If we take Manzambi off you, I think we just need to give you a formal apology at this point. City of Northville, Canada have a leaf on their flag. It's hard to ever see them as intimidating. I mean, yeah. There's some mad stuff on flags. When you have a look at flags, like Mexico have got a snake eating in... Is it an eagle eating a snake on the Mexico flag? Khalid, would you rather watch Arsenal your whole life or support Liverpool Lux? Liverpool Lux? Who's Liverpool Lux? Is that a different type of Liverpool? Is that a different sport? I'm not familiar with Liverpool Lux. I've got a level with you. They knew they were going to gobble up England upon their founding. Plenty of snakes. Plenty of snakes in England. For sure. Morocco down the right-hand side. Good football. And it's going to be a free kick. Again, not best pleased with what he's witnessed so far, I think. Dolomite is not made with what we thought it was, unless it turns out to be made from Bigfoot's bollocks. I don't think I'd be shocked. Well, yeah, that's my point. Yeah. I don't think any of us are really all that surprised. Elspeth, mate, this heat wave. It's calmed down a bit, do you not think? I think the heat's been a bit cooler the last few days anyway. Apparently we're moving away from Kamara now and focus on Ugachukwu. That's not a good move for Newcastle. If you go and get Ugachukwu, yeah, he wasn't brilliant for Burnley last year. Might be a cheaper option, and he shined in a poor Burnley side. Yeah, I'm not sure about that. Canada really surprised me with such a bright start. They have done well, haven't they, so far? Certainly looked more likely that they will they'll have a good go at Morocco. Robbie, England score prediction. I would say I think it's going to be 2. You know, I don't know. It might go to extra time. I've got a feeling it might do. Yeah, I think it's going to go to extra time. Mexico to win in extra time. Before penalties, Mexico to win. In extra time. Get on it. The heat wave is coming back key next week. Really? Random question, which player's number didn't make sense? I.e. Milan Barros were number 5. Oh, yeah, that's a good question, actually. Players' numbers who didn't make sense. Milan Barros, number 5. Who was it who used to wear number 9? I'm sure there was a centre-back who used to wear number 9. Can't remember, you know. Ugachukwu is decent, he just needs the right club. Is Newcastle the right club? I guess that's the question. Canada have been the better side, surprise, says Steve. And Belgium v USA prediction. I think USA win that one. Don't fancy Belgium at all. Key, do you not think England is Mexico's toughest game so far? Well, it is, but you would also argue that Mexico are England's toughest game so far. And I think Mexico, I just fancy Mexico to do us. You know, Mexico have actually been very impressive in every one of their games. Steve Sidwell, that was the one. Wasn't a centre-back, it was Steve Sidwell, number 9. Aruna Kone, number 2. Canada, edge of the box. Morocco, clear it away. Canada still pressing. It's a free kick to Morocco. Up the Rouge. Aftab says, Key, what do you think about the Mexico fans making noise, bringing drums in the Ecuador hotel before the game? Well, do you know what? That's what football fans do nowadays. It happens before Champions League nights and stuff. Happens all the time. Trying to gain a competitive advantage. I mean, personally, if someone said to me, Key, Liverpool are playing Real Madrid tomorrow in the Champions League, and they're staying at the Titanic. They're staying at the Titanic Hotel. Get down here. Come on, let's go and get down and we'll bang some drums and we'll try and keep them awake. I'll be like, lad, listen, I'm alright. I'm too busy. If they can't beat Real Madrid without me keeping Real Madrid up all night, then we probably don't deserve to be in the Champions League. So I'd say you've got to be a bit sad. I think you've got to be a bit sad to do that, but, you know, whatever. People do what they do. LFC Pack, are you Peter K? I am, mate, yes. Yeah, I've just come off tour. Thought I'd watch a bit of Canada, Morocco instead. Mexico tougher than Croatia? Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I think Croatia have only had one. They've only played well against Portugal. And Portugal weren't great in that game, but Croatia have been dreadful all tournament. Always thought Yaya Toure, 42, was weird. Plenty of footballers who used to... It didn't really happen in the Premier League, but it used to in, like, Serie A, and, like, it was quite often you'd see players have, like, 99 and, you know, really, really high numbers in Serie A and La Liga. Joe, any... I have, yes, Joe, yeah, I've got a fair few. I've got Morocco to qualify. I've also got Bonu to make 2 saves and Crepo to make 2 saves. I think so far it's probably 2-1, is it? Has Crepeau made a save? Yeah, 2-1. So I need Morocco to have a shot on target against Canada, and then Morocco to go through. Balotelli 45. That was the one. 4 + 5 = 9 was his reason. That was like Robbie Fowler. Robbie Fowler went to Leeds, and when he signed for Leeds, number 9 wasn't available. But I can't remember who it was who had number 9 at Leeds. Was it Mark Viduka? Either way, when Robbie Fowler signed for Leeds, he chose number 2 and number 7. So he had 27 because 2 and 7 = 9. Was there a reason behind Trent wearing 66? Oh yeah, Trent wearing 66. Maybe he was just a fan of bingo. Clickety-click. Clickety-click, 66. Two Fat Ladies, 88. Key to the door, number 4. Kelly's Eye, number 1. Who's Kelly? Kelly's Eye. Where did that come from? I'd wear earplugs and cover my eyes and go to sleep if I was England. I haven't, Hiller. No, I've stayed away from corners. I've learned my lesson this time. I'm staying away from corners. Kieran, I'm devastated. What? Because Cape Verde have gone out? Nah. They gave a fantastic account of themselves. Whatever hotel they stay in, I don't know. All is what they said is England. They have their own chef. Bentner, 52. Whoa, 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 whoa. It's all kicking off. Michael Oliver's got some sorting out to do here. What happened there? Whoa. That came out of nowhere, didn't it? They're all surrounding the ref. We might have a bit of sorting out to do here. Michael Oliver saying he's going to sort it. What's happening? Is it Hakimi? Hakimi, number 1 shitbag. In more ways than one. The 2 captains are being called over. Eustachio and Hakimi. Is he covering his... Someone's saying he's covering his mouth. Did he cover his mouth at any point here? There's a yellow card happening, I think. Whoa. Ref's just having a word with him. Yellow card for Hakimi and a yellow card for who? Who else is getting a yellow? Larea? Is it Larea? What happened here? A long ball over the top. A bit of a nothing ball, really. Larea and Hakimi. He didn't cover his mouth. He didn't spit. Yeah, no, I think it's just a bit of handbags. Yellow card. Kieran says, Pico Lopez plays for my local team, but I'm very proud of him. Well, hey, I've got a bit of news. I was looking at the games that are coming up. So, we've got the round of 16 coming up on... today, the 5th, the 6th, and the 7th. And then there's a break. There's a day on the 8th where there's no football. And nobody's going to be streaming any football. But I will. We were going to be doing a watch-along on the 8th of July. And there's 2 games I'm weighing up which one to do. I don't know. There's 2 games I'm not sure which to do. But on the 8th of July, there will be a watch-along, even though there's no World Cup. There's a gap in between the end of the round of 16 and the quarters. The round of 16 finishes on the 7th of July, and then the quarterfinals start on the 9th. So the 8th of July, we are going to be watching either Connors Quay Nomads in the UEFA Conference League first round of qualifying. Bit of Welsh European action. Or we're going to watch, probably this one to be honest, the UEFA Euro Under-19s Championship semi-final, which is that day as well. So we can watch the next batch of Wonder Kids who might be seen at the next World Cup. Spain are doing very, very well, so we'll probably be watching that one. This charming Dan says Trent was the first name I thought of with odd player numbers. Maybe it was for the year England won the World Cup, unless he was a fan of the Battle of Hastings. Hey, how's it going, Jelly? Good to see you, man. Welcome back. Gotta be Connor's Key, says Nathan. Something tells me I don't think... Connor's Key is a pay-to-watch. It's going to be a subscription watch-along. Well, not a watch-along. You can watch me, but you've got to pay to watch the game. Yeah, you've got to pay to watch the game. So, I'm going to swerve that one, I think, and I'm probably going to do the UEFA Euro Under-19s Championship, which you can watch live on UEFA.tv. Everyone can watch that for free. Scouse, there's Champions League qualification that day, I'm sure. Well, there might be. I don't know. I think we're probably going to watch the Under-19s Championship, though. DJ Mr. B, do you think England win tomorrow? No, not at all. No, I think we go out. What do you think, more importantly? Brahim Diaz driving forward. Jonathan David with a clear foul. That's got to be a yellow card, ref. France laughing at these. They're both wank. Tell you what, Cogsy. I wouldn't be surprised, though, if France go out. Paraguay have already knocked them out. Knocked one big World Cup side out. Can't say it'd be incredibly surprising if Paraguay were to knock France out tonight. England, Norway next round. Not a hope is France losing tonight. I don't think so either. I'm just saying, I don't think it would be like earth-shatteringly shocking. It's not quite Cape Verde beating Argentina. That would have been worse, but if Cape Verde can give Argentina a game, I'm damn near certain Paraguay can give France a game. Germany are wanking. I've been since 2006. Don't mince your words, mate. Key, will you have a Mexican sombrero for tomorrow's stream? Believe it or not, no. I haven't got one to hand. France might rest one or two. Paraguay will win with their defence. Paraguay have had some very, very good performances in this tournament. I think back to the Turkey game where they were 1-0 down. Oh, sorry, 1 man down and ended up winning the game. Yeah, Paraguay held their own against Germany, defended very well. Scored first as well, don't forget. Kieran says, watching Cape Verde felt like watching Ireland. Behave yourself. Ireland haven't got anyone who could score that second goal last night. Lovely ball. Here's Morocco down the left-hand side. Brahim Diaz. Gives the ball away. Too easy, that. Very poor. Ben, where are you from? England, mate. England, the North, UK, the world. That's my address. Put that on a postcard. It'll get to me. You can say anything, just don't dare cover your mouth. Troy Parrott, behave yourself. Troy Parrott, good grief. 64 Zule. Most chances, or more chances of... Oh, fucking hell, Cogsy. Jesus Christ. Good grief. Nathan, any transfers that stick out to you at the minute, Key? Any transfers that stick out to me? Probably not, no. I mean, they're all the ones that you'd kind of expect to be happening. There's none that... I mean, Tonali to Spurs did surprise me. I don't think the valuation really surprised me, but... Not really. Ric Flair waiting for Mbappe to score 2 more tonight so he can woo. Key, who have you been rooting for this World Cup since you're not bothered about England? Honestly, I've genuinely not been rooting for anyone. I have no horse in the race. All I'm doing, mate, is the World Cup is a chore to be getting through. I can't wait for club football. No, I'm kidding. I love watching the World Cup, but I genuinely don't care. It doesn't mean anything to me who wins it, who loses, who goes out. I'm just watching it for the spectacle. I'm not really rooting for anyone. It'd be quite nice, though, I guess, if there was an underdog who won it. I'd like to see a team win it who has never won it before or has never won it for ages. Like, but I wouldn't want Morocco to win it. I don't like Morocco for the AFCON stuff. I don't want Morocco to win it. And other than that, I don't mind who wins it. Spurs have signed loads of really good players, but not signed a forward. Don't make sense. Jellyfish, I'd be an honest politician. Ha! You wouldn't be a politician. You'd lose the whip immediately. Aaron Baker, you're born in England, but don't want England to win it, but support an English club. Well, I mean, you've assumed a whole host of stuff there, Aaron. You've assumed a whole host of stuff. One, that I was born in England. You don't know that to be true. For all you know, I could be Swedish. And watchers of this channel will know there is a real element of truth to that. Cogsy, if Elliot Anderson is worth 116 million... Maggie Thatcher's worth 500. Fucking Maggie Thatcher. Don't swear on my channel. Jelly, I'm a great politician, Key. You should hear my views. Believe me, mate, we all have. We all have. Which player at Liverpool would you let you win you the Premier League? I don't know, you know. Lee Cattermole. Aaron, so why not root for Sweden? Well, when they were in it. Because I don't really feel any affinity to any of them. Yeah. I've no problem. It's not that I don't want them to win. I don't hate them. I just don't want them to win. Oh, sorry, I don't care if they win or go out. It's fine. And rooting for anything doesn't really matter, does it? England don't have a better or worse chance of winning if I root for them or don't. Doesn't make a difference. Same as it doesn't if you root for them. Aftab Key, when the season starts, would you consider me as a mod? Absolutely not, Aftab. Let's put it to bed now. Absolutely not. Zero chance of you ever being a mod. Just put it to bed. Put that to bed right now. Jelly, shame, Key had to ban you. I didn't even ban you. It wasn't even me. It wasn't even me. This charming Dan Key, how's your sleep schedule going? Are you feeling okay with it? Hope you're feeling good in yourself. That's all people always say. Well, it's half time. It's Canada 0, Morocco 0. How am I feeling? I'm good, mate. I'm all right, generally speaking. It is difficult, isn't it? It is rough, especially when you get games delayed and stuff like that. Like, there's a real chance with storms, England will kick off at 1 a.m. Maybe we'll see a 2-hour delay, and maybe even longer, and then maybe it'll be extra time and penalties. It's entirely reasonable, by the way, just so people are planning. It's entirely reasonable that England will start at 1 a.m. and it could finish around 6 a.m. By the way, this isn't me having a go. Just don't understand how you can't support anyone. It's dead easy, mate. You just don't have any... I have no affinity with supporting international teams comprised of players who I don't believe a lot of them are actually English. I'll say that. I don't think a lot of them are actually English in the sense of Elliot Anderson was Scottish and then all of a sudden became English because it suited him. Declan Rice, Jack Grealish. There's loads of that and it's that permeates everything. It's not just English. It's the French. It's the Spanish. It's the international football is tedious. It's very, very tedious to me. So and plus you're also asking me to support Man United players. I don't care. I have no interest in supporting and standing side by side with Man United fans and saying, yeah, let's do it. Let's support this team. Yeah, I'm not bothered. You do your thing, I'll do mine. I'm only interested in Liverpool, and I love watching football, but I have no interest at all when it comes to the international side of things. Or at least I have no affinity. I've got no horse in the race. Have we got a half-time quiz? No. No half-time quiz. 0 half-time quiz. People like Rice aren't Grealish, aren't English because it suits them. They're just genuinely half Irish and half English. No, that's nonsense. That's nonsense. That is absolute nonsense. It's not. They're not English because it suits them. Why were the Irish up until they were getting picked for international level? Come on, mate. Of course it is. Declan Rice looked at it and went, do you know what? I've got a better chance of playing at the World Cup with England than I do with Ireland. That's it. That's the only reason he's playing for England. Daniel, if you could go to 3 away days next year, where would you want to go with Liverpool? I don't know. I wouldn't go with any. Yeah. I can give you 3 random stadiums, but I've no interest in going. Away day football is me done. That's a young man's game. I've been away. I've been all over Europe watching Liverpool. Lots of great places to go, but no, I wouldn't go away watching them. Key, you used to write quizzes down. I did, mate, but there's something about you being back in the chat that makes me not want to do the quiz tonight. So I'm making a stand. I'm only messing. No, I'm just not. I haven't got a quiz. I haven't got a quiz prepared for this one. And honestly, if I said to you, name the top 10 Canadians to play in the Premier League or the top 10 Moroccans to play in the Premier League, I think you'd struggle. So, yeah, there's not really one we can do that's tied to this particular game. So I thought we'd just have a natter. You're slacking on the quizzes. Yeah, something like that. Right. But yeah, to be honest, I was going to say, the first half, 0-0. We've had, Morocco have had 0.02. That's the lowest, by the way. The lowest XG of any side in the World Cup to date, I believe. 0.02. They've barely got in the Canada half. Let alone get into the actual penalty area and cause chance. They've not done anything. They've been shocking. Key, if the England game gets delayed, sack it off. Your health's far more important. If anyone complains, they're just a prick. Do you know what, mate? They're not a prick. I've learned that. They're not a prick. They're just set in the ways. Some people are a bit. They don't deal with change very well. Any sort of change. Christ. You're 1 minute late. I can't believe it. Any sort of that. Any of that. They don't like it. People are very funny. The England game's definitely at 1 a.m. Well, apparently there's a big meeting taking place that might sway that a little bit. There might be a change, but somehow I can't see it. I still think it's going to stay at 1. Can't see him changing, can you? Jonathan David really should have scored there. That was a big chance. Couple of big chances they've had, Canada, in that first half. Look at this one. This was the one. Oh, terrible. It's got to score. Can they even change it? People have made plans. They've had their tickets. Security's been set. I think the challenge with changing it is they would have to change Brazil-Norway as well. So you'd be talking about changing 2 fixtures very, very quickly. They'd have to change Brazil-Norway and move that back an hour or 2. Hopefully it gets changed to 7. No way I'm staying up that late. You've got to, like, force yourself to sleep. Or what you've got to do is the night before, you've got to go to bed really late and wake up earlier than you would have liked. So you spend all day tired. And then you do the England game. You have a sleep in the afternoon. But it's hard. It's very hard. Billy says, what do you think about Newcastle's new signing, Torre? Very quick. Good player. Don't think he'll do immediately well in the Premier League. I think he'll take some time. Fuck it, let's do a Wimbledon watch-along, but it's more interesting in this game. Let's get Laurie Sanchez on. Angus says Germany coach is gone, Klopp's coming in. Yeah. Jurgen in for the demand shaft. Timbo, I invited Key to the England game lock-in I'm doing in his garden. He told me to F off. Found that quite distasteful. Well, if you found that distasteful, get ready, because it's going to get a whole lot worse. Aaron, I'm off work anyway. Come on, England. Genuinely think if we win this, we reach the final. I tell you what, they're really scraping the barrel with these pundits. Bradley Wright Phillips. What the pissing hell is Bradley Wright Phillips doing as a pundit on ITV Sport? How's it going, Jerry? Joe, it's the first week of my graphic design placement key. I can't risk it. Yeah, you can. You could. You could if you slept the day before. If you get a real good nap in the day before. Can we see Canada winning this? Imagine a USA-Canada semi-final. Oh, is that like as big as, say, England versus Scotland would be? I was really hoping Scotland would go further, so we might play them. But they've been pretty dreadful this tournament. Angus, too many yellow cards in the first half. I mean, what do you expect? It is Michael Oliver. We've had 6 yellow cards in the first half. Halal, Hakimi, Unahi, El Kanous, Larea and David. 4 for Morocco, 2 for Canada. You would imagine that they will possibly make some changes, Morocco, just to alleviate the risk of them getting a red. But I'm not sure I'd be that surprised to see a red card here. Shay says Bradley Wright Phillips is Ian Wright's son. That's why he's on there. Hey, little bit of nepotism. Why not? USA v Canada, England v Argentina semis. Would that be the most political semis ever? I think there's not really any bad blood between the US and Canada, is there? Do they hate each? I don't think they hate each other quite as much as the English and the Scots do. Has there been a war between the US and Canada at any point? Maybe I'm wrong. I might be showing my ignorance here. Canada would need to beat France for that to happen. Not to disrespect Canada, but I think I'm more likely to go on a double date with Sydney Sweeney and Dua Lipa. I mean, Trump did say he wanted to make Canada the 51st state. I mean, that might just be Trump's way of affection. It might just be affectionate. That means he wants to welcome them to the family. It's the US. There's always been a war. Don't mention the war. I mentioned it once. Timbo, Mexico, USA would be the proper political game. Yeah, Mexico, USA, I can imagine. That would be riveting. But I'm not sure about Canada, USA. Can Brazil play Argentina before the final? I think they do, don't they? They're on that side of it. Brazil and Argentina would be the two that would play. Excuse me. Trump isn't affectionate to anyone or anything over the age of 18. Oh, I disagree. I very much disagree. Yeah, US and Iran. There's always that sort of like political undertones with those games. But then again, I would say that would make the world, that would make, you know, bring countries together, but it really wouldn't, would it? If you've got USA and Iran at this moment in time, that'd be the worst possible fixture you could play. Aftab says Morocco have been playing dreadful. Think it might go to pens and Morocco wins. Might be, yeah. Couldn't rule that out. Neither side have really done a whole lot in the last 25 minutes. Since Canada started well, as soon as we got to the hydration break, it's kind of been a bit flat and a bit dead. Bro, where are you from? UK, mate. Where are you from, Mukesh Padmanathan? Will says, wasn't there a possibility of a US versus Iran fixture on the 4th of July during the groups? Maybe. I have no idea. Timbo, even if we lose, I'd love US versus Argentina to happen for the spectacle. England-Argentina is a pretty big World Cup rivalry and I've not watched us play in real time. England versus Argentina apparently is seen as a much bigger like rivalry in football, England-Argentina, than Germany and England. England and Germany, obviously, the war. Apparently, like, Germany hate the Netherlands. Netherlands and Germany is seen by the Germans and the Dutch anyway. The Germans and the Dutch hate each other when it comes to football. And there's always been a real rivalry with those two. And if it was like, you can lose to England or you can lose to the Netherlands, the Germans would probably side with losing to England. Luke, will you be streaming the England game on Sunday? I am indeed, mate. Yeah, I will be doing the England game. Jelly, during the war, we had people that would die for this country. Now we have people that would love to leave. Hey, I'm one of them. I'm going. I'm leaving. Off. As soon as I can. Gone. Connor says, oh God, yeah, absolutely not. Germans will need to think much smaller with rivalries now. Maybe Germany, Iraq. Yeah, Rijkaard and Voller. Yeah, Frank Rijkaard spat at Rudy Voller. And there was a big lump of gauze hanging from the back of Rudy Voller's head. Grim. Absolutely grim. Who's he? What's his name, the pundit on ITV1 now? Didn't he used to play for Watford? What's his name? That's doing me head in. Or was it Watford or Reading? I can't remember his name. It's doing me head in now. I think he played for both Watford and Reading, didn't he? Key, there was actually a possibility in this tournament that USA v Iran was going to be around a 32 game. So why didn't it happen? Would it have taken to be one finishing in a certain position? Ah, yes, Joby McAnuff. That's the one. Joby McAnuff. Some mad players who go on to become pundits, isn't there? Joby McAnuff. Bradley Wright Phillips. Bill Paxton. Poor fella. Right, Morocco having a little huddle in the tunnel. Huddle in the tunnel. Just having a little conflab. Probably saying, listen, lads, here's the strategy, right? If it gets to the 90th minute and we're losing, we start to whinge and bitch and shout and moan and make sure we rob all the towels around the pitch. Make sure there's none of that happening. And I'm confident that FIFA will reinstate us after the game. All the A-listers on ITV. Timbo says, a Reading fan mate of mine called him Joby, not good enough. In Canada, we had Craig Forrest. I mean, Craig Forrest is probably the most famous Canadian to play in the Premier League, is he not? I don't really know too many Canadians who've done that much in the Premier League. Yeah, there's been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There's been 12 Canadians to play in the Premier League. One of them is Scott Arfield. Even though, again, that's another example. He qualified for Canada because he wasn't getting a kick for Scotland. And he was chosen to play for Canada instead when he was, like, I think 28, 29, was he? Something like that. So Scott Arfield is another example of why I don't love international football. Scott Arfield, Jim Brennan, whoever he is, played for Norwich City. Theo Corbano of Wolves. Terry Dunfield, played for City 26 years ago. David Edgar, former Newcastle player. Craig Forrest probably is the most standout one. I remember him being in goal for... Was he in goal for Ipswich when United beat him 9-0? Junior Hoylett, Simeon Jackson, Daniel Jebison, Paul Stalteri, Frank Yallop, Thomas Radzinski, of course. Yeah, see, Thomas Radzinski is the only one I really... Thomas Radzinski, Junior Hoylett, Craig Forrest. If I was naming Canadians to play in the Prem, they'd be the three I'd go to. Timbo, if we beat France in 2022, I think we'd have made the final, even though we went out earliest in that tournament. I think that was our best tournament under Southgate. There was, I mean, I really thought under Southgate, at least there was a somewhat a uniting of the nation. Under England, you know, I think people liked Southgate to a degree. Or he was harmless, wasn't he? He was harmless. I don't think he was necessarily super passionate. He was inoffensive. He was very inoffensive. I remember Jim Brennan playing for Forest. I don't know how many games he played. I think he only played one season. No, Jim Brennan, Norwich City, 2004, 2005. Oh, he did. He played 137 games for Forest. Crikey. He was the manager of York City as well for 3 years. Oh, hey. They're all having a little whinge now at Michael Oliver, these Canadians. Yeah, that was definitely a tug. He's onside there, is he? No, off. Offside. Timbo, I don't see anything wrong with Tuchel, to be honest, apart from people not getting over the fact he's German. Has he done anything wrong other than that? You're saying being German's wrong, Tuchel? Timbo? You're saying Tuchel's wrong for being German? I think that's incredibly dark thing to say. No, no, he's not done anything wrong. He hasn't. It's nothing he's done. It's nothing within his control. It's just a preference, I guess, that you should be from the country that you manage, in my opinion. I think that's a very, very big thing. Very important, I think. Is it time for Germany to hire an English manager? Imagine the Jurgen Klopp thing's a smokescreen and they actually go and hire Chris Hughton. Or Southgate. Southgate, the new manager of Die Mannschaft. Southgate in Lederhosen. Can see him with some big steins. I must admit I had nothing against Southgate, but I always knew in crunch games we would fold. Football was negative. Luke de Fougelol booked. 7th booking of the game. Big Sam in charge of the German team. He'd love that. I think he'd actually be quite good. Sam Allardyce at international football. Getting on a bit though now, isn't he? Morocco edge of the box, strike! Oh, what a goal! That was prime Daniel Agger. Peak Daniel Agger for Liverpool against Chelsea in the Champions League. Wonderful set-piece move. Laid off to the edge of the box. All the Canucks switched off. And it's a lovely strike from Morocco. Bottom corner. That's a fabulous goal. Absolutely sensational goal, that. Sensational. Some strike, that, isn't it? And do you know what? He's had a really good tournament, him, as well, you know. Azzedine Ounahi plays for Girona in Spain. Ex-Panathinaikos. Ex-Marseille as well. Shay says, did you just say 7th yellow card, by the way? Yeah. 7 yellow cards just so far in the game. And I'll be honest, mate. It's looking like it's going to be even more. 7 yellow cards. And we're only in the 50th minute. This game has gone off. I would strongly suggest there's going to be a red in this one. Yeah, Morocco have scored, Kay. Keith, out of what 3 of the home nations, USA, Canada or Mexico, do you think will go the furthest? I don't know, because I guess we'd have to look and see where... So, okay, so Canada, if they get through, which I don't think they will, but if Canada go... I think Canada probably go out now. I think Morocco will knock these out. Even though they've been the better side today, Canada. They really have. They've not taken their chances. Morocco are now coming back into the game. This is what Morocco do. They've killed the game off. So I think Morocco knock Canada out now. USA, Belgium. I think the US go through, but they will lose to whoever they play in the quarterfinals, Portugal or Spain. So USA make the quarters. Mexico, I genuinely do believe they'll beat England. And... oh, would they beat Brazil or Norway? Do you know what? I think Norway are going to beat Brazil, and I think Mexico will beat Norway. I'm calling it Mexico to make the semis, where they will get knocked out by Argentina. Mexico to get knocked out by Argentina. USA will make the quarters. Canada will go out here. Mexico will make the semis. Timbo, I agree, Key. In an ideal world, every nation would have a manager from their nation, but in my opinion, while that's not a legal rule, I don't think we should hamstring ourselves for no reason. No, I do. I think you should. I think you should hold your values. You should absolutely hold them and cherish them. Even though it's easy to pick something else, you've got to stick to what you believe, and I think that's a really important tenet. Mexico a dark horse, absolutely. I don't think I'd have said it before the tournament, but they've been phenomenal. Terence and Philip are the 2 most famous Canucks. What about the Queef sisters? Very simple, but very effective, you'd have to say. I think Belgium beat the USA, says Adam. I wasn't that impressed by Belgium against Senegal. Tielemans is their star. He was wonderful. I thought he made a massive difference. Not just scoring the goal, scoring the penalty. I thought he was brilliant for them. If Mexico knock out England, I think it'll be a Mexico-Argentina France final. Probably. Well, I mean, I still think Spain will play France, and Spain will probably knock them out. I'm not your buddy, guy. I'm not your guy, friend. I'm not your friend, buddy. Timbo, tenet. Never heard that word before. Yeah, tenet. T-E-N-E-T. Tenet. It's like a principle. It's something you stand by. These tenets that we live by. Any sort of philosophy, any sort of way of thinking. Good play this from Morocco. They're in again. They should be finishing this off here. That's a terrible ball from Brahim Diaz. Pull the ball. That's terrible. Look at it. He knows as well. He knows as well. That's a big moment, that. Huge moment. He had to do better there, Brahim Diaz. Had no idea Pamela Anderson was Canadian. She seems so American. Keith says, after that Congo game versus England, the Congolese keeper will be on a big team's radar this summer. Do you know what's mad? Do you know what's crazy about that? So, the Congo goalkeeper is a backup. He's a backup goalkeeper at Le Havre. We was talking about this, and Passy Nzao, his name is. He's the second choice goalkeeper for Le Havre. And not only that, the first choice goalkeeper is... it's the other. Who was the other fella who gave a wonderful... Diaw, that's it. Mori Diaw, Senegal goalkeeper. The backup Senegal goalkeeper is the starting goalkeeper for Le Havre, and Mpassi Nzao, Congo's goalkeeper, is the number 2. I swear, key quote time. Not your buddy guy wants a stream. You're a dick, Scott. Key, you could really be a good commentator in a real life game. I think I'd probably be more on the Danny Murphy scale, where I'd just be talking about me. I haven't got a cat. I've never had a cat, but you know how he talked about his cat getting stuck in a post van. Going off on tangents. That's what it's about, isn't it? Yeah, Diaw, that's the one. All the way back to the goalkeeper. Canada flick on. Why wasn't Edouard Mendy starting? I think he got injured. Yeah, he was injured in the build-up. Will we see Guillermo Ochoa in goal versus England? No, I think he's been put on the bench, hasn't he? As like a token. We want to show respect, but let's be honest, he was never ever going to play. He was never ever going to play. They're not going to start him. He's yeah, they're not going to start him. I think did he come on? Did he come on? I don't think he came on in the game against... Was it Czech Republic? Did they bring him on then? Yeah, Ochoa came on. He has played. He has played about 10-15 minutes. Hiller says, awful game this one. Yeah, it's not been fantastic. But we've seen a very good goal. He's had his heyday. It was good when he was in his peak. He's 41. I mean... It's like Messi and Ronaldo. Like, you're not really expecting anything from him at 39, 40, 41. Canada corner, far side. Headed back across goal. And cleared away by Morocco. Ronaldo's been quiet this World Cup. I won't go that far. I thought he had a very good game against Uzbekistan. Scored a big penalty in a big moment against Croatia. Still think there's more goals in this tournament for Cristiano Ronaldo. Sure he'll score against Spain. There's definitely a penalty coming in that one. Came on last 10 minutes to his World Cup legacy badge. 6 World Cups in a row. That's unbelievable, that, innit? Big last 30 minutes here. Oh, claim for the penalty. Big claim for a shove in the back. Oh, offside, offside. Dex, what are you doing, mate? Come on. Sorry, my dog's buzzing around. We've gone slightly off topic. Yeah, I wonder who brought that up. Keep it PG, Timbo. Bloody hell. That was a bad landing, that, for Mazraoui, wasn't it? Have we had any more transfer news today? I don't think we have we? There's not been any big transfer news today, apart from Jeremy Monga to Manchester City. I've got multiple dogs, Jelly. Yeah, I've got 3 dogs. This is just one of them. This is the whingiest one. This is the one that needs a little bit of a, I don't know, a bit of company. Otherwise he starts whinging. Come on, just answer it. What, answer what? What are you on about? I've got 3. What breeds? One is a Schnorky, one is a toy poodle, and the other is a Dachshund, mini Dachshund. Aftab says if this one stays 1-0, I'll be gutted. I don't see there being many more in this one. Canada have been pretty poor, I think, going forward in the tournament so far. It's not been, apart from obviously the game against Canada, against Qatar, sorry, where they scored whatever it was, 6 in the end. All I say, you better watch his mouth there. Ochoa, Ronaldo, Neuer, Modric, Muslera, and Nagatomo. Only 6 players with World Cup legacy badges. Pretty impressive. Muslera. Bloody hell, yeah, I forgot about him. Amrabat and Talbi coming on for Morocco. Would imagine it's for 2 players who have already been booked as well. You would think. Just to de-risk it a little bit. No, it's not. Bouhaddi is one who's come off. He's not had his best game today, Bouhaddi. Not been at his best. Still a young man, of course. No expectation that he would be, but Talbi and Amrabat come on. And it's El Canouse, who was booked, off for Talbi, and Bouhaddi goes off as well. Oh, for fuck's sake, here she is. No, you can't ask a question. She's on holiday as well. Why are you watching me on holiday? See, Timbo, you've invoked her now. You've invoked her. She's popped in to check in. Probably to say goodnight with the little one. Joe, I've heard that Talbi from Morocco isn't the greatest winger. Alfie, can't really hate on any of the teams because they ain't got no Arsenal players in them. Well, they might have, maybe. There might be some Arsenal players by the end of the summer. Who knows? Wouldn't be surprised if Arsenal went and got a couple of these. Some good players in these sides. Language, your daughter is sat next to me. Oh my goodness me. Thank you very much, Wangle. Very, very kind of you. Really appreciate that. Very unnecessary, but very kind. I really appreciate it. Oh, Timbo, don't be such a little suck ass now. Don't start being a little suck up because she's clocked you. Give him some grief, love. Oh my God, wow. 70. Bloody hell. I didn't even see it keep going up. Wow, that's amazing. Thank you. Hope she didn't see Timbo's comment. Me and Dad are confused as to why Morocco is Mar and not more. Just wondering if you could share the knowledge. Ah. Well, tell my dear father-in-law that the reason is because it's that is how the nation pronounces itself. So it's Morocco is Morocco to us with M-O, but Morocco, they pronounce themselves as Morocco. So it's M-A-R. It's the same with the Ivory Coast. We call the Ivory Coast Ivory Coast. They call themselves Côte d'Ivoire. So it's usually C-I-V are the three initials for the Ivory Coast. I said nothing wrong at all. I don't know what you're on about. Questionable. Very questionable. Yeah, that's why it is. It's M-A-R. And I think the same can be said for Switzerland, for example. Switzerland is usually, the initials for Switzerland is S-U-I because they pronounce themselves as Swiss. S-U-I-S-S-E. Swiss. But we call them Switzerland. And South Africa's the same as well. Saudi Arabia's KSA because it's the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia to them. Not to us. I'm surprised there's still some players that haven't been booked in this game. Now we just need Jared Gillett on VAR to book. Is it Jared Gillett again? He's been very controversial, hasn't he, when he's been VAR official. Yeah, they tend to default, FIFA. They tend to default to how each country recognises itself. Oh, Bonu's just been clattered into there. That's going to be a yellow card, surely. It is. It's a yellow for Kyle Larin. Sweeze. Sweeze. See how I went for it? That is how they pronounce it, though. It is Sweeze. Trying to find some other examples of that, actually. France is FRA. Sweden is SWE. Spain. Spain is ESP, isn't it? Spain is ESP. I'm saying Key's wife is Asian or Spanish. Fucking hell. Whoa, hang on a minute. Why you say what? Hang on a minute. There's a conclusion you've drawn there. My wife's Asian. I'll have you know she's neither Spanish nor Asian. You're absolutely not right, Jelly. Yeah, Spain is ESP. I think that's it, isn't it? And in this World Cup, England's three letters are SHI. Yeah. VAR. Noah says 2-1 to Canada for me. Just joined. I like Key. How's it going? Key does like the Chinese. I do not like the Chinese food. I'm not a fan of Chinese food. We've established that. She's not Canadian either. She's not Canadian. She's very much English, believe it or not. The same argument I have for the Thomas Tuchel argument. I feel very strongly. How's it going, Harrison Transport? How you doing, sir? George, since when was Jelly back? Well, I think we unbanned him about a week ago, and he's only just discovered he's allowed back in, I think. It's a very good goal, that, from Morocco. If that is ultimately what wins it. Is she Swedish? She's from your neighbourhood. She is. She is. I met her at work. Is she from Amsterdam? Oh my goodness me. She's absolutely, categorically not from Amsterdam. I assure you. Oh, Timbo. There's a nice Moroccan lady. She's still watching. Bono, Mazraoui, Diop, El Ainaoui and Diaz, the only players from Morocco who aren't on yellow cards at this moment in time. Everyone's got them shirts on at the minute, haven't they? This charming dancers I saw, the belling Gillett at the start of the game. I wouldn't rule him out inserting himself into the game again. There's a nice Moroccan lady. She might not even be Moroccan, but she was wearing a Moroccan shirt. Man of the match so far, who do we say? I find it difficult to give anyone man of the match. I don't think there's been any real standout performances in this game. According to Flash Scores, the best player on the pitch is Mazraoui, the Moroccan left back. He has the best rating. And I think, if I'm honest, Hakimi's rating is inflated just because he took the free kick that Ouahbi scored from. Ouahbi got a booking and has lost the ball pretty much every time he's got it, but he scored the goal. So there's no real standout man of the match option here. Pete says Key's wife went to school with Liverpool's greatest centre-back. One of them. Definitely one of them. Man of the match for Morocco is Michael Oliver. Yeah, it's not been brilliant, has it? It's not been vintage. Player of the match, that Moroccan lady. Yeah. So we need to see, by the way, for July the 8th. There's also two days, I think, July the 8th, and then there's 2 days between the quarterfinals finishing and the... Oh no, July the 13th, the 16th and the 17th, there's no football on, no World Cup on. So we're going to have to find games on those days as well. 13th, 16th, 17th and 8th of July. Those 4 days. The World Cup is still technically on, but it isn't. There are no games on them. So we're going to have to find some... We're going to have to be creative. We're going to have to watch some games on those days. No football. I've grown used to this. Well, we'll still... Listen, we'll still be here. We'll find another game to watch. There's always a game to watch. The 8th, I think, is probably we're gonna do the UEFA Under-19 Championship semi-final. I think that's going to be Spain, by the way. Spain looking fantastic in that tournament so far. I saw clips of them earlier. They've got some fantastic young players in that, including Pitark, the young Real Madrid midfielder who started most of the games for Real Madrid towards the back end of last season. He's starting for Spain's Euro Under-19s. FC26 covers. Quarterfinals, Argentina v Portugal. Who do you think will win? You think Portugal are going to get past Spain? I don't think so. I think Spain are going to knock them out. And I think Spain would knock Argentina out as well. I think Spain would get past both of them. But if it was, let's say you're right. Let's say it is Argentina-Portugal. I think I would fancy Portugal. Yeah, I think Portugal have got the better team. Argentina have got Messi. Portugal have got the better team. 3-star with the amount of cards in this. I'm surprised they're not deciding man of the match by points like they do in the boxing. It has been very, very ill-tempered, hasn't it? Very ill-tempered. If Portugal got to the quarters, they'd be versus the USA, wouldn't they? Let's see. Portugal would face... Yeah, no, Portugal would face France. Well, they would, if they beat Spain, they would have USA or Belgium, yeah. Then they would play either, probably France, wouldn't it? It would be France or Morocco. Assuming France beat Paraguay, it would be France or Morocco versus Portugal at that point then. So the only time that Portugal could actually meet Argentina is in a semi-final. And, yeah, I don't see that happening. Tom, they're not beating Spain, pal. No, I agree. I think Spain's my favourite to win it all. But I was asked specifically about that. Hey, Shell's in. Ooh, free kick, edge of the box for Canada. This is going to be a dangerous one. Timbo says, Northville, it's true, but we're just a better team. Let's not be so down on ourselves for no reason. And France to win the World Cups as FC26. Thought that was a pen. Let's see. No, definitely edge of the box. It was outside. It's Amrabat, isn't it? Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest, I think it's a little bit soft. But it is a free kick. Little bit soft. Tell you what, they love a scrap, these Moroccans, don't they? Absolutely love a Barney. Look at Hakimi, bloody hell. Start a fight in an empty room, these Moroccans. It's like a team full of Joey Bartons, isn't it? Okay, here we go. Canada free kick. Has there been a second save for... I don't think there has there? Free kick. That's an absolutely shocking free kick. Absolutely dreadful. I still need Morocco to have a shot on target. How hard is this? Key, who's the next big nation to get knocked out, do you think? Might be France tonight. Could be France. Big shoes, UV Barton in a misfits fight. He wouldn't last 5 minutes. Give him the old Burr hug. The old Mark Henry. Come on. Canada, strike from distance. Good save from Bono. It's going to be a corner kick. Come on, I need Morocco to get up the other end and have a shot on target. Pickford really a liability because of one error? I'd say so. I'd say Pickford's a liability. Next big nation to be knocked out will be Argentina. France and England will win. Argentina lose to Egypt on pens. Imagine a world where... I'm going to tell you what, if Cape Verde can give Argentina a game, yeah, there's no doubt at all that Egypt could. Ball over to the far side. Canada now going much more direct. And it's going to be a goal kick. Oh, Mazraoui's down and having a whinge. Ten minutes. 10 minutes to go. It carded me, but it was an index card. Okay, so last 10 minutes, we've got Canada 0, Morocco 1, Paraguay, France coming up after this, Brazil, Norway tomorrow, with a very, very late start for Mexico versus England. Shell, are you well, Key? I'm okay, Shell. I'm all right for this one. I didn't have a great night last night, but I'm all good. I'm all good. To be honest, I'm toying with the idea of swerving the France game. Just because, I'll be honest with you, I'm knackered. And the World Cup isn't really doing a whole lot for us. It's going to be the club football that gets us back amongst it. Morocco, lovely ball. Here we go. Hit the keeper. Hit the keeper. Hit the keeper. Hit it. Oh, it's 2. No, I needed a save. I needed a save, not another goal. It's 2-0 Morocco. It's 2-0. Unbelievable goal, that one, on the counter-attack. Canada are out. The hosts are gone. They are done, baby. Leave it and rest. We don't want you ill. I know, lovely. I know, it's not worth it. It really ain't worth it. The late kickoffs, especially for Paraguay, France ain't going to be a good game. It's not going to be a good game. Be about 8-0 to France. Canada 0, Morocco 2. Sorted. Boxed. Unahi with his second of the game. He's been terrific today. He's probably boxed man of the match off there now. Good football from Morocco. Brahim Diaz nearly loses it. Pulls the ball back. And what a finish that is. No chance, Crepo. Watch Paraguay upset now. I just don't think it'll be a great game. Paraguay will sit in. France will do what they always do. And then when they get a goal, it'll be... that'll be it. Paraguay haven't got any real chance of getting forward and pushing forward. They didn't do enough for me against Germany, and they still scored 1. Take it easy, George. Probably true, but maybe that's it. That's it. We never know. Football makes fools of every single one of us. Come on, Morocco. Let's get another one. Well, not another one. Just a shot on target. That's all I need. Give me a shot on target. Help a brother out. Help a brother out. That's all I need. A bloody shot on target. I can't believe this. I'm dying for a Morocco shot on target. Shahid, I'll try to be awake for the England match, Key, but it'll be difficult. Mate, listen, I know, I understand. Believe me, I get it. If you can, you can. If you can't, don't worry about it. Chances are there's going to be pauses in that game as well. There's going to be, you know, it's going to be storms, and it genuinely might be, and I think it will actually. It might be a delayed game. It might be a long one. It might be one that starts and then resumes after a couple of hours. So, it honestly could be a 5-hour live, that one. Could be a game where it starts at 1 and finishes at 6 a.m. That is entirely plausible. So for that reason, I wouldn't be surprised if people leave it. Off the bar! Even that doesn't count as a shot on target. Jesus Christ. Come on, Morocco. At least they're going forward. Morocco hit the crossbar. Canada's still pushing for it. They've got to drive. They've got to get a goal in the next couple of minutes here if they've got any chance at all. Smash behind for a corner. Great effort, that. You don't need to convince us, mate. Get sleep if you need sleep. It's not even that I need sleep. Do you know what it is? It's that if I don't sleep right, and believe me, I really try to. I really try to. What I've been trying to do is like... So I went to bed at like 3 last night and set my alarm for like 8 so that deliberately I was going to be knackered when I woke up. I've then got to try and stay awake through the day so that I can go back to bed and have a sleep at like 5. Oh, well, for this game it was more like 4. So you're going to sleep at 4 o'clock in the afternoon? It's well hard. It's dead hard. Take it easy, 3-star. See you soon, mate. I'll be purchasing a few monsters to keep me awake for that game. So you don't really have that. Or I can't do that. I don't know if you can, Shell. I don't know if coffee and monsters and energy drinks, Red Bulls, all that, does that actually do anything for you? It's never done it for me. I can't. It doesn't help me. If anything, it makes things worse. Although caffeine does, doesn't it, with epilepsy? I think it does. It's not supposed to be. You're not supposed to have caffeine. That's why I stick to the old Bois de l'eau, the old Ice Valley. Other waters are available. You have to suffer for your art, don't you just? Don't you just? This is why when people say the amount of respect that I have now for your goal bridges and like when people say, "Oh, watch-alongs," yeah, it's dead. I promise you, I've never worked as hard in my life. I've always had jobs. I've always worked hard, but fucking hell, it's a hard graft, very hard graft. United forever. Key, rank these 3 water brands. Evian, Buxton, Ice Valley. Ice Valley, Buxton, Evian. Not a fan of Evian. Coffee doesn't do anything to me at all, but Monster does, because a can of Monster is like 3 to 4 coffees. Yeah, swerve Monster. Absolutely swerve Monster. Come on, Morocco. Take it easy, Aftab. City of Northville, watch along, then a reaction video, then the 8 PM video, then a morning video, has to be more high-strung than a circus. This is it. And also, you have to some degree, I think this is why I've struggled with it, you also have to believe, like deeply believe, that your words matter and that you've got something important to say and that you know better than everyone else. It's almost kind of like a breeding ground for narcissism, isn't it? Like half the time I'm like, I've not really got important to say, so I'm not gonna. Why would I make a video just to say some banal bullshit? Like I could do a video and it might actually get a shed load of views and Morocco are through, Canada have exited, it's the first of the hosts out of the World Cup. Comment and like and subscribe and make sure you leave a comment, and once you've finished leaving a comment, leave another comment on that comment and like someone else's comment and make sure you share. And you can just about make a 60-second video out of that. Key raw dog in 3 AM World Cup games with no coffee or energy drinks. I'm telling you, that's what it is. I've done it. It's grim. Just by trying to switch his bloody sleep up. Means I'm a zombie though, and it means I'm half the time I'm either like that through the day at like 2 in the afternoon. I can't stay awake, or I'm trying to go and get like 2 hours kipping when I'm not even remotely tired, but I know that I'll need to stay awake. It's like two extremes. Morocco are gonna do me here, aren't they? They're gonna do me here. Take it easy, CG. Ta-da, mate. Far post. Canada. Strike. Morocco clear it away. All the way back to Crepo. Maybe it's a good thing the fam are on holiday then away from Premier League zombie. It's true. It is. It's very true. Yeah, to be honest, they're having a lovely time. Evidently, they're checking in still. But they're having a lovely time. And they're back, basically, just as the World Cup ends. And then we're into club football. Yay! Back to the meat and drink of club football. That's what we're looking forward to. I can't wait for club football. Club football will get us back amongst it. We'll have lots and lots of new faces in the chat. It'll be probably lots of trolls as well. Vuyo, do you think Morocco can win the World Cup? No, I don't think so. I'd be very, very surprised if Morocco get anywhere near to winning the World Cup, actually. 8 minutes. Oh, there's Brian Bidondi. Brr. It's 8 minutes of added on time here. I desperately need a Morocco shot on target. Come on, just ping one at the keeper. Just ping one from distance. And a little P-roller straight at the keeper. Here we go. This is your chance. Let's get a corner kick maybe. Oh, well done. Still in. That's a foul. Shay says, the AFCON done well and it's an international tournament. Why do you think the World Cup ain't the same? So, I guess, do you know what? Maybe it's a bit of inherent racism, to be fair. The AFCON was just not really covered. It's just not really covered. And if you look at the World Cup, you've got people who don't normally do watch-alongs doing watch-alongs. Angry Ginger's doing watch-alongs. You know, people who would normally watch other people are going watching. Kerry Katona did a watch along for the England game. Like there's basically everyone's cashed in. Everyone, even people who aren't interested in football, are doing watch alongs. Celebrities are doing World Cup watch alongs. So it's a mega saturated market for one, and two, like even Goldbridge's views haven't been amazingly well. They've been okay, but they've not been like where they normally would be. It's because they've shown a lot of the games as well on YouTube. Corner to Canada. And, yeah, it's just a sheer saturation effect. There's just loads and loads and loads of people. So it's like 20 times more people are doing it versus there maybe being a lot less of an audience as well, because it's January. Sorry, it's summer, and you've got people going to beer gardens, you've got people going to pubs, and you know, watching them there and watching them with family and all that sort of stuff. So it's probably not really a watch along friendly tournament. Whereas the AFCON was Christmas time, wasn't it? It was Christmas. It was January. It was freezing cold. Big last five. Take it easy, Joe. And Liam says, what, so you can banter and laugh at United and Arsenal again, Key? Well, yeah, to some degree, yeah. To some degree. It's not even that. It's just I enjoy club football more. I think there's more resting on it. People are a lot more tribal than we think. Oh, it's out for the throw-in. Come on, Morocco. Come on. It's all showing consistent, non-dropping on a long stream. That's it, yeah. That's it. Just consistency. Just keep showing up. Wait until the tournament's over, and then... And it has, to be fair, it has picked up. It has picked up. But, yeah, it's just consistency. Liam, Key, if you had to win one of these tournaments, what one would you want to win the most? Premier League, World Cup, or Euros? Probably World Cup. Yeah, you'd probably want the World Cup. It's the ultimate, isn't it? In terms of prestige, it is. It's going to be a corner kick to Canada. Shahid, can't wait for the Premier League to start again. Chat will be amazing. Should be good fun. Yeah. Take it easy, Shell. Have a good one. Lucia says, what chance would you give Morocco to beat France next round? Nil. I just don't see it, to be honest. I just can't see it. Can't see a world in which they do. Come on. Morocco up the other end of the pitch now. Go and finish him off. Go and get a result here. This is what we want. I need Morocco on the counter-attack, please. That's not a free kick, ref. It is. Free kick, Canada. Cheers, Timbo. We love you, mate. I appreciate that, buddy. When you're not in my garden. Take it easy, Hiller. See you soon, everyone. 90 seconds or so left. It's going to have to take something very special here for Morocco to get up the other end of the pitch and get a shot on target. Canada, if they score here, maybe this time. Eustachio. Terrible strike. Oh, far post. Gotta hit it. Ooh, and out it goes. Do you agree with the saying, club before country? For me, yeah. For me. Some certainly would disagree with that, and that's fine. What I can say is Liverpool have given me my best night as a football fan. England haven't. Can't say I've ever really cheered all that loudly for any. What's the biggest seller? What's the most loud you've cheered for an England goal? Or if you're not English, for any goal your nation has scored? The loudest I've cheered. Do you know what? It was Michael Owen against Argentina, and in part that was because he was a Liverpool player. But after that, it's probably Ollie Watkins against the Netherlands. It's probably the one that I remember like celebrating, cheering the most. That's terrible. I have before in the pub just because the atmosphere takes over. Yeah, that's fair enough. Good play by Kyle Larin. Morocco get it away. Here we go. Here we go. This is it. This is it. Gotta hit the target here. Gotta hit the target. No goal though. Oh, no, they scored. It's 3-0. It's bloody 3-0. This is ridiculous. Oh, how annoying is this? Bar stewards. All I needed was the keeper to make a bloody save. 3-0. Oh, Morocco have absolutely battered the Canucks here. And out they go. It's the guy who came on as well, in fairness. They did make a big change at the start of this game. Saibari went off, and everyone was saying that's going to be Morocco in real trouble. Saibari came off for Rahimi in the 22nd minute. Soufiane Rahimi, he is centre forward for Al Ain, and he has just put Morocco through. Confirmed. 3-0. So predictable. This was a poor matchup for Canada. Yeah, disappointing, wasn't it? Intel, are they going home? Canada are. It's a good finish, innit? Come on. I can't believe he doesn't make a save. Bloody dreadful. And I think Michael Oliver's going to blow up quite quickly as well here. I imagine that's going to be it. Morocco are in the quarterfinals. Say what you like, but they're there. Right. I'm going to be back tomorrow, folks. Brazil versus Norway. Brazil versus Norway, followed by England against Mexico. I'm going to be doing both of those games, so hopefully you'll join me for them. Have a lovely night. I am going to watch France and Paraguay, but I'm not going to stream it. Have a lovely, lovely night. Whatever you're doing, take it easy. Lots of love. Make sure you leave a like on the way out. Subscribe if you're new, and I will see you all tomorrow. Brazil v Norway. Ta-ra. Well done to Morocco.